Oh, nice. Oh, that's cool. Um, from the chat, Almalif says, not a question, but they wanted to thank you so much for the incredible representation in the game. They can't think of any Jewish characters that are as well developed as Sarah Elazar, and they were really moved by her character. Oh, that's so cool. I hadn't reached that part yet, so I'm excited to see that.
Wow, that's really cool that you picked up on all that. Alma Lif. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong,
Yeah.
but thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Is there anything special about her character? I mean, like, feel free to spoil a little. Is there anything special for you about writing her that could get such a response like
Yeah.
that?
I mean, there's 4 or 5. I mean, there's a ton of characters on the space station, but there's 4 or 5 main characters, and the character that Almalif is referring to is the her name is Sarah Elazar, and she is the chief of security aboard the space station, and she's the super very competent, brave woman. She's a little harsh, but she's extremely loyal to her employees, and her background is that she's an Ethiopian Jew, and she talks about her mom and like her history sometimes if you hang around her. But those are all just like little details. Like if you break into her room or if you find her office, you can learn a little bit about her background.
There you go. Representation matters.
Yeah, indeed
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
There's
Part of that for me, by the way, if I could just riff on that for a second, is
ahead.
just as like a game developer and a writer, like it's just interesting to learn about people that are not like myself, and to put those kinds of people do the best that I can to put those kinds of people in the game. And if I was as a gamer, I'm interested to go to places that I've never been and interact with people that I might not normally interact with. So I think it just makes games better when there's stuff like that in them.
I'm going to try and pick your designer brain for one more level. We're going to go one level deeper, Inception style, on that.
All right.
What do you think is the value what is the psychological impact that has on players? Because you've got the simulation game, which is trying so hard to get people to sort of think about those loops you mentioned earlier, to think about the end states. What do you think is the value of loading up side characters with that kind of detail in that way, especially when most of what you're doing is sort of picking through the ruins of it and like picking it up through scraps and layers? How do you? Is there anything is there anything from? I guess it's kind of a UX psychology question. Is there anything you think special effect you think that has in gameplay? Because it kind of applies to other sim games too.
Like the characters' backstories.
Yeah.
What effect does it have on gameplay?
Yeah, but like in that level of intricate detail and that level of of special carving, like you talk about, and the care you put into Sarah's character.
Yeah. Well, it probably only matters for people who notice those things, right? There's like a surface level read on things where you're just like, okay, security chief, she's asking me to mow down the aliens. Got it. I'm just blazing through the game and I'm having fun with game mechanics. But then if you're the character if you're the kind of player who really likes to investigate those things, then it may actually inform the choice that you make, because a lot of times in the game we present the player with some choices around like what to do about these characters that you meet. And I think learning about them absolutely informs the choice that you make, especially if as designers we do a good enough job of like humanizing them. So.